Hello everyone, myself Yukta Shivaji Isami, student of Shivajirao S. Zondhale, College of Pharmacy, studying in final year B Pharmacy. Today I am going to talk to you about the drug metoclopramide, which is an anti-emetic drug, under the guidance of Professor Dr. Nitin Mohire, professor and principal of our college. Now, let's move to our topic. First of all, we will understand how emesis or vomiting reflux is triggered. So, what is emesis? Emesis in simple word means vomiting. It is an act of forceful expulsion of gastric contents through the mouth. It is preceded by nausea. Center medulla oblongata. Chemoreceptor trigger zone, that is CTZ, and nucleus tractus solitarius, that is NTS, are relay center of emesis. Next is etiology. Intake of anti-cancer drugs like procarbazine, meclorithamine can cause emesis. Food poisoning, viral gastritis, migraine, coughing can also lead to emesis. In emesis, there are three phases. First is pre-ejection. It means gastric relaxation and retroperistalsis. Second is retching. It means rhythmic action of respiratory muscles preceding vomiting. And the last one is ejection. It means intense contraction of abdominal muscles and relaxation of upper esophageal sphincter. Next, we will see about the pathophysiology. Here, vomiting center is the primary center from where emesis is started. It is located in medulla oblongata and it is covered by blood-brain barrier. It contains M1-M3 receptor, that is muscarinic receptor, 5-HT3, that is serotonin receptor, and H1 receptor, that is a histaminic receptor. Vomiting center is stimulated by various stimuli. In that, first we will look about cancer chemotherapy opioids. Chemotherapeutic drugs that stimulates chemoreceptor trigger zone receptors, that is CTZ receptors. In that, D2 receptor, that is dopamine, M1, H1, 5-HT3 receptors. This receptor stimulates vomiting center in medulla and emesis occurs. Next is pharynx and GIT. Here, 5-HT3 receptor is present. Sometimes we inject degraded food which induces vomiting. This stimulates pharynx and GIT receptors to further stimulate vomiting center. Next is vestibular nuclei. It consists of nucleus tractus solitarius, that is NTS, where M1 and H1 receptor is present. When we travel a lot, it causes motion sickness, which causes disturbance to labyrinth. Further, it stimulates vomiting center and leads to emesis. And the last one is cerebral cortex. Sometimes we have some bad thoughts in our mind or any bad or pungent smell, which causes anticipatory type of emesis. Here we end with pathophysiology. In short, any one of the receptors stimulates the vomiting center and it leads to emesis. Next we will discuss about anti-emetic drug. Anti-emetics is a group of drugs which are used to control nausea and vomiting. Following is the classification of antiemetics. These are drugs and their mechanism of action. First class is 5-HT3, that is serotonin antagonist. Here drug present are ondansetron, granisetron, dolasetron, topisetron, which blocks depolarizing action of 5-HT through 5-HT3 receptor on GIT and CTZ. Next class of drug is anticholinergic or muscarinic antagonist. Drug hyoscine, it blocks conduction of nerve impulse in cholinergic pathway. Then next class is H1 histaminics. Here promethazine, which is a drug of choice which blocks histamine mediated action. The next class is NK1 neurokinin antagonist. Aprepitant, it is a newer drug which blocks NK1 and inhibits substance P, which is the member of tachykinin. And the next class is prokinetic agent. It includes metoclopramide, domperidone, cisapride, misapride, etopride. These drugs blocks D2, that is dopamine receptor, and 5-HT3 receptor agonist at 5-HT4. And the last class is adjuvant antiemetics, which includes corticosteroids, benzodiazepine, cannabinoids, which acts on anticipatory emesis. Next, we will see in detail about the prokinetic agent. It promotes GIT transit and speed gastric emptying. It increases peristalsis movement. The drug name metoclopramide. Chemistry, it is an substituted benzanamide. IUPAC name C14H23Cl2N3O2. And following is the structure of metoclopramide. Next is the mechanism of action, or we will say it as pharmacodynamic of metoclopramide drug. Here, dopamine stimulates D2 receptor, that is dopamine receptor, which leads to gastric dilation and LES relaxation. LES means lower esophageal sphincter relaxation, which leads to reflux action of food. Here, the metoclopramide drug blocks or inhibits the D2 receptor, due to which the level of dopamine gets decreased, and which leads to gastric fasting and enhanced LES tone. This drug also inhibits 5-HT4 agonist, which increases the ACH secretion, while it increases the lower esophageal sphincter tone and prevents reflux action of food. Next are the uses of metoclopramide. It is used in antiemetic, gastrokinetic dyspepsia, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Adverse effects which are unpredictable are drowsiness, depression, insomnia, sedation, muscle dystonias, Parkinsonism, galactorrhea, dizziness, confusion. And side effects which are predictable are dry mouth, loose stools, headache, rashes. Metoclopramide is a drug which is contraindicated in GI bleeding, Parkinson's disease, epilepsy, pheochromocytoma, tardive dyskinesia. Next is the pharmacokinetic. It follows ADME pattern. First is absorption. Bioavailability, orally it is 80% and nasal it is 47%. Next is distribution. All body parts including brain and GIT. Metabolism. This drug follows first pass metabolism, and there is enzymatic metabolism through oxidation and glucuronide conjugation. T half is 7.5 hours. Elimination is through urine and breast milk. Next is dose, 10 to 20 mg orally or IV every 6 hours. Dosage form, tablet metoclopramide hydrochloride and IV injection 5 mg per ml. Brand name Reglan and Metozolv ODT. Company Oaknet Healthcare. Thank you.